Fortaste, Jossie. I don't even know where to begin. I feel like I want to go like from now to back, or I want to go from back to now.
I don't know.
Let's go with, all right, so we got Barbie. Shout out to Barbies. Actually, they fucking, like, their promotion is going crazy, first off. I ain't never seen this, like, they got like a Barbie for like every single country down there, which is really, really dope, especially for the black kids. Amazing. But recently you just did a Barbie cookie class.
Yes.
Let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. How was that for you, and how was teaching grown people to free write on cookies?
So they didn't free write. I had my projector, and they used the projector to like write. But it was I won't say stressful, but it was a bit much for me. I think this was like my first big class since I want to say 2021 Mother's Day. So like I really try to take a break from hosting classes because it takes so much work.
I can see that.
Just as far as like promoting it, as far as the decorations, the decor. Because, if I'm going to do a class, I'm not going to do like a simple class. Like I want the balloons, I want the florals, I want them to have food.
The
I want
aesthetic
it to
gotta be
look
nice.
Yeah, it has to be very inviting. So I'm going to do it with excellence, okay? It's not going to be subpar or whatever.
Can't be.
So
we from Detroit, so we can't be. We extra all the time. Don't even matter.
Yeah.
But no, that's dope though. I think that's like actually being able to. Cause a lot of people can't host, and actually a lot of people can't teach either. So like being able to do that and have your own business is actually like really +2 on top of that. But I think I had seen something that it was like a projector, and recently, actually today, she came over here and she stunned it. She wrote freehand on all of it. I said, "Hey, no, because my freehand writing is trash." But I was like, "Yo, that's amazing that you can do that." I mean, obviously, with practice, and dedication, it shows how much time you put into your craft, and that's with any and everything. Like everybody doesn't look at people look at like the finished products, but it's like it's the hours you put in before and during that the final product is the way it is because of how much time you put into your craft. So I think like you showed me immediately how good you are. But that's one.
Thank you. Yeah, the freehand definitely takes a practice sometimes, but I already had good handwriting like in school, so and I'm not throwing any shots or any shade at anyone that has bad handwriting.
Hey, I'm bad.
But so like cursive always came easy for me. So when I write on stuff, it's like, oh, I have a projector to like guide me, but like I'm doing it so fast because
it's the craft, bro. It like you've at that point. Well, I want to say you a master, but you probably won't say you a master. But like,
not yet. I don't think so.
I mean, look, if anybody, I feel like with anybody, but the thing is, like, you've only been doing it for 3 years. And so, like, when I remember, I'm gonna do like a little side note. I remember, like, when we first, you did Forte, so you didn't really know what you were doing into cookies. You were, like, just going into, like, different things, meal plans, seafood boils, whatever the case may be. And after that, you finally found, like, you was like, oh, like, I think I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna assume. I feel like you wanted to do pastries, and maybe you was doing brownies or cakes, but then you was like, you know what, cookies is like where I want to stop at, and this is where I want to continue to develop in. So that's probably what happened. And so I feel like going forward now, a few weeks ago, you actually did a cookie camp for kids. It was like maybe 30 kids, 40. How many did you have to watch?
Oh goodness, I did a cupcake class. It was cupcakes.
It was cupcakes?
They decorated cupcakes. Yeah, it's okay.
I should have snuck in.
It's fine. They both start with C's. I get it. And they both decorate. So, no, we did cupcakes. It was 57 kids in the first class, and then we only did 30 of the next class, but it was like 98 of them or something crazy. Bro. Yeah, but I only worked with 30 kids, it probably was like 35 because I let a couple just like, come on, like grab a cupcake and decorate one. But yeah.
My mom used to babysit or like have her own daycare, and like I already know what it's like to like watch 3 or 4. So like,
yeah, I wasn't alone. So no worries. I wasn't alone. They had their supervisors, I guess, or camp leaders. I don't know what they were called. I can't remember. But they had them with them. So when they got too rowdy or they weren't listening, they had like enough of them in there to like kind of settle them down. But they just wanted to decorate. They were just so happy to decorate their cupcakes and eat sweets. Like they didn't really care.
I think I seen the video. You was like, I think I said okay about 50 times.
Yeah. I did. I said, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like I just kept saying okay. And I just like made a video out of it. Like I said okay more like 100 times in the last 2 days than I've said okay in the last 6 months for sure. Because they kept asking me so many questions. Obviously they're gonna keep asking me questions,
but it's like it's at that point in time. It's like with people, like with kids, bro. It's so you gotta let them be them, but you can't like overwatch because it's like, bro, they're kids. You gotta let them do what they gotta do, and then
they will stress you out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I already know. Like
they were the older kids. So the older group was like the 30 kids, 35 kids that I did, and they were so respectful. Like they obviously the little kids, they weren't disrespectful. They were just like rowdy. The older kids were so respectful. I said, wow, like kudos to y'all parents because y'all are so respectful and calm and patient and. Yeah, they were amazing. They were amazing.
Did you learn anything? Like, did that help you, like, get into the Barbie cookie class as more like, okay, I now understand how to, like, navigate or, like, direct the full room of maybe it's not kids, but grown adults? Did they help you in a sense?
No, because it wouldn't be the same.
I feel it.
It didn't help me.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same because kids are kids and adults are adults. Like adults are, when you tell them like, hey, guys, I need you guys to listen up, they're going to be quiet and listen. Kids are going to still talk. They're
going to do what they want to do.
Like they're going to still whisper, like you can't hear them. So, no, not really.
I feel that. I think that's like, yeah, kids and adults are a different type of like one realm or the next. So I think that goes into my my next question is that like, now that you've been able to do 2 classes and you've had corporate accounts, you've had, let me count. I'm gonna do this on my own right now.
Oh my goodness.
You've had, first account was Bedrock. We'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. First account was Bedrock. Then you had Chick-fil-A. Then you had Foot Locker Detroit. Then you did cookies for Tech Town or in Tech Town, Lindsay Studios, Lip Bar. If I missed one, let me know. Alabama basketball, men's basketball.
That's funny.
Did I say Delta already? I feel like I said Delta.
You didn't
but
say
if
Delta.
I haven't, Delta,
Okay.
which is insane. That's like that is crazy. And so like when you look at all of these accounts that you've worked with within a 3-year span, I'm gonna tell you this right now. First off, I'm giving you your roses because that's amazing.
Thank you.
That you've been able to like work with such big accounts in such a small window, but also you've been able to put yourself on a platform that a lot of people haven't been able to even do within like 5 or 10 years. And that's not me saying like you aren't on your same path or whatever the case may be. Even if you are 5 or 10 years, you are doing you for a reason. That's your own journey. But for somebody who has only been doing it for 3 years, anybody will look at it and be like, maybe it's luck, but I feel like it comes with, I think a friend of mine had told me it's like, what is it, like preparation and time equals luck or something. I don't know. It's like work and preparation equals luck in a sense. Like you put the work in and no, work preparation and opportunity equals luck. You have to have the preparation and you have to have the opportunity, but you can have the opportunity and not go anywhere with it if you don't have the work to put in to actually maximize an opportunity to equal luck, I feel like. And that is amazing to be able to do this within 3 years and like work with big accounts and also work with personal accounts as well, whether it's like 20, 15 cookies, whatever. I think that's really, really huge. And it speaks to you in the sense of like how much you go hard for yourself and your company. So take me back to the first account, which was Bedrock. And I watched the podcast with Black Friday. Shout out to Denzel Turner. I'm gonna have you on here next. I don't know when. I gotta meet you first. So I did my research. Originally, you were like so excited to do it, but I think when I heard / watched it, it was the fact that something went wrong with the cookies. Was it like that were sliding, or like I believe you had an account for it, maybe like over 50 or count, like 50 cookies, something like that. And so like you were panicking because they didn't sit right, in a sense. Am I correct or no?
So Bedrock had ordered 500 cookies.
Oh, I was wrong.
For their, it's okay. For their, you just forgot the zero. It's fine, no big deal.
It's not just 50. It's 500, bro. That's a big account. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
It's just 500. So Bedrock, and yeah. So I messed up the cookies, and it was because I didn't know what I was doing really, and I thought the cookies had dried properly, and then you have to let the cookies dry properly, and then you have to let the icing dry again properly, and then also you have to, like, I airbrushed everything, and I didn't have a cookie printer, so now I have a cookie printer, which is like completely different from airbrushing.
I don't know nothing about that. Continue.
Okay, so it's completely different, and the dry time of the ink is different as well. So with airbrush, you need to make sure you have at least like 8 to 10 hours for the airbrush to dry, and I didn't give it that much time. So about like half of the order was completely like trashed, like thrown away.
Can I ask a question? Interject real fast. How much time did you let it dry? If it wasn't 8 to 10 hours.
I let it dry. The last 100, I let them dry for like maybe like an hour, 2 hours.
Okay, makes sense.
I was rushing. I was trying to get them done.
It makes sense.
They were due.
Yeah, we all been there.
I think I went out that following. No, not that following. Before. So I went out that night. So instead of like going home and like finishing my orders, I partied. And so now you see why I don't drink or party anymore. Cause no, we're not doing that no more. And also like it was my reputation. Like Bedrock, that could have opened a door. And I'm not saying that it can't steal, because I mean you can salvage relationships, right? Like you can ask them like, hey, like, can I do this, blah, blah, for free, just to like salvage our relationship and like try to get back on a good page where we can work together in the future. Like you can do that stuff. Like that's not non-existent, right? But I think I messed up like a huge partnership because I ruined half of their order. And that was supposed to go out for their employee appreciation. So, I literally had my first anxiety attack. To be clear, I don't have anxiety. I don't have fear. I don't have that is not in me, right? I don't have that. So when I was having an anxiety attack, I lived with my brother at the time. We were roommates. And he came out of his room like, what? I was literally throwing up. I was throwing up and crying at the same time. I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't even know if anyone can do that. They don't do that, actually. It's the worst. It's the worst idea ever. Like I would not, 0 out of 10, negative 0 out of 10. I was like throwing up and crying at the same time because I had to deliver these cookies and they were literally ruined before I even delivered them. And it was like, I have to deliver them. So I just delivered them. I like calmed down, said a prayer, and I was like, all right, let's just deliver these. And I delivered them, and sure enough, they called me and was like, hey, is there any way you can like redo 250 cookies? And I was like, there's absolutely no way. Like, I can't do it. Like I would like lose my mind if I have to do that all over again, because 250 cookies literally would take me a whole week to do. So
at that time or even now?
Even now, it's a lot of cookies. I have to do the dough, I have to bake it, I have to prep the icing. Like everything I do is from scratch. Yeah. So it's not like I can just go and pick up cookies to decorate. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that. And then she was asking for it in a day. I said, oh no, I cannot. I'm like, this is not a factory. Like I cannot do that in a day. And so they just, Bedrock, they wrote it. I said they charged it to the game, and they did not ask for that money back. I think they spent like $4,000, a little bit over $4,000.
I need to get into the dessert game, dog. 4 bands for 5.
Yeah, and they did not ask for no money, not a cent back. They just like whatever. But then again, it's not their money. It's Dan Gilbert's money. Like they don't care. Yeah. They're like, all right.
Whatever.
We got half of it.
We'll eat it.
Yeah.
We'll tax write it off.
So, but I want to just go back to when you say like how I did all this in 3 years. I just really want to like shout out to God. Like I really want to shout out to God. I want y'all to know that none of this was possible without God. And even when I didn't even know him for real, even when I was living in the world. Like God still had me. He still guided me through this process to get me to where I am right now. So yeah, that like everybody always wants to know, how did you do this? How did you make this much? How did you? I'm like, God, every single time, like I can't even tell you the strategy because I didn't reach out to these people. I reached out to Bedrock. I tried to make a relationship and like develop a partnership and a relationship with Bedrock, which was why I was so like, everybody else, all the other big names that you mentioned, I didn't reach out to any of them. They like just found me online, or they maybe had a cookie at a party, or maybe they bought something for Valentine's Day, and
yeah, I remember that for the Delta account, it was you actually got in because somebody actually tried your cookies, and then she ended up reaching out to you because you're like, hey, I think like first of all, your cookies is dope. I haven't tried one yet. I'm gonna get to that, but
yeah, thank you.
Obviously it's good enough to where somebody tries it and they're like, oh, who made these cookies? And then it's like, oh, Jocelyn or For a Taste made these cookies, and it's like, oh, I want to reach out and like, and obviously you're Black owned, so it's a big thing to be able to like have something like this and be homegrown as well. But like you said, like it's the fact that like no, you never reached out to any of them except for Bedrock, and they all reached out to you, which is like it's not even about a sign of like who you are, but it's a sign of the quality that you put out in your product. Yeah. So that's really
Thank you.
Huge.
Thank you. I try to do everything with excellence. So.
You got to. You're from Detroit, so really,
yeah,
we do everything greater plus more. So that's how I look at us in a sense. I think so. A little bit behind that was you also not only got, but shouted out your auntie Shauna, who is like a tremendous like I want to say a big supporter, but also like a mentor to you as well in terms of like your business and things like that. So take me back to like, was it your idea to go into cookies, or like was it one of those things where like you were passing ideas to like your family and stuff like that, and your auntie like hey, I think this is it, or like you was like, no, this is all me, but she came in and wanted to help you?
It was all her. Like not so like the cookies weren't her at all, but like her pushing me and like just pushing me and like kind of picking at my brain to figure out like what I wanted to do with my life. And I just kept saying like, oh, I want to work here. I want to work here. She's like, Jocelyn, why do you want to work for anyone else? Like, you are a great cook. And so she kind of just pushed me into being like, oh, that's what you was talking about this whole time. You wanted me to like kind of like say what I wanted to do literally for myself.
Which is important.
So I was like, okay, well, I mean, I could try it. And she's like, this would be amazing. Like, so many people don't want to cook after work, blah, 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 blah. I got one order. I got one customer, I think. In 2020.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Or 2019. And I think it was like my uncle. But whatever. Thanks. Shout out to my uncle for supporting me, which is her husband. So, but yeah, so she just pushed me in that direction. For a Taste, the name like was pitched together, me and her, just back and forth. Because I think I started off with like the munchies or like something ghetto. And she was like, no. She said, Jocelyn, no, we have to appeal to everyone. Yeah. Like everyone needs to be able to pronounce it correctly. Like this is no. And I was like, okay. So we just kept going back and forth. I'm like, okay, what about like something with taste in it, like your taste bugs or for your taste bugs? She's like, how about let's take taste bugs out? And she's like, for a taste. And then I was like, okay. So then we were spelling it like faux, like F-O, taste. And I was like, I don't like that. And then so I looked up like how many taste buds we have on our tongue. Yep. And we have 4. Like mine is the spicy one, which is really Japanese, from the Asian culture. So we have 4. And I was like, oh, what about like for taste? Like for your taste. And so like your is kind of highlighted in 4. So it's like for your taste.
Ooh,
and so
that's like, a nice little nuance. That's a
play on words.
Yeah, I like that.
And no one ever catches it, but it's there. So it's not that, but I was supposed to keep doing meal prepping. Like she wanted me to keep doing meal prepping. And I ended up like seeing these. I kept seeing these. Like I'm not attracting, on Instagram, I'm not attracting all this cake stuff and decorating, cookie decorating. I kept seeing cookies being decorated. I was like,
let me try that.
I'm about to try this.
Yeah.
And so I tried it. It was awful. It was terrible.
Was it the cookie itself? Was it like you writing and stuff like that?
So the cookie was good. And I also try to do everything in the same day, which was 0 out of 10. No, you should never do everything. You should always have like certain days you do things for baking when it's like a lot of
it's the method to your madness.
Detail to it. So so I kept doing it, and it was like a bulk of birthdays coming up in my family. So I did designs and decorations for every birthday. They were so bad. They were so bad. Like, I could probably show you some, but they were like really, really bad. Like the stuff was like melting off. You could barely tell what the face was, like where the face was. The face was like, I don't know, it was bad. It was really bad. But the cookie was good and the icing was good. So I was like, okay, I have some potential here, you know. Like the icing's good, the cookie's good. Okay, let's get the design together now. So I started watching a lot of videos on YouTube University. And
shout out to YouTube.
YouTube University. We love you. Now it's TikTok. Like now I go to TikTok, you know, you watch a couple of videos on TikTok and you're basically an expert. So yeah, I did that. I really don't go to TikTok anymore for like cookies, but I go for other things.
That makes sense.
But YouTube University, a lot of practice, a lot of birthdays, family birthdays. Because obviously I was not selling them. That would have been crazy. And I got my first order in July 2020. It was a coworker, and she ordered Mario Kart. And I said, just give me whatever. That was crazy. I told her to pay me whatever, which is crazy, guys.
Crazy. Don't do that.
And I did 20 cookies for $55.
So all right, we're gonna split. For 20 cookies, what that get you now?
20 cookies gets you now with which package? Because I got different.
Oh, you got packages? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
So say you want 4 colors. So this is 5 colors, right?
All right, hold on. Okay, wait, this is 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Count the colors.
All right.
They
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What?
7. No, I'm playing.
No. Okay.
It's 5. I'm playing with you.
So these cookies would be $7.33 each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what she ordered was Mario Kart cookies. Those are $120 a dozen. So they're $10 now per cookie. So 20 cookies would have got her.
Yeah, she would have been paying.
She would have paid $20.
Yeah, off top.
But obviously, now I have like different packages where people can like get less colors, less design, and still fit.
So you base your pack, or obviously you base your prices off of the color.
The colors, how many designs
numbers.
you want, and then how detailed, like how much detail and how much time am I gonna like work on your cookies?
I mean, honestly, you paying for your craft, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So Foot Locker, always $10 a cookie, always.
Always.
Any order from Foot Locker, they're always paying at least $10 a cookie. Yeah.
Is that all? Well, I ain't gonna get into your business. Never mind.
That's fine. No, you ask.
I'm about to ask you, like, so is that for all corporate accounts, or is that just like for Foot Locker?
Foot Locker is different because Foot Locker always wants a gym shoe, and they take forever. So no, that's not all corporate.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A is $7.33. Like I don't charge more for corporate, and everybody's like, you should charge more for corporate. And I'm just like,
y'all see me? Hey, look, I'm coming for y'all pockets. Just know that. But
I'm like, no, like I don't want to. I want it to be the same.
No,
I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just like Swank. Like Swank comes and orders cookies from me. I'm not about to charge her more because she's a millionaire. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not that.
You want to be fair.
Yeah, I want to be fair across the board.
So
when you say like, oh yeah, she charged this for corporate, but she charged that for regular people. Like no, I charge the same. So
that makes sense. So
yeah, same across the board.
I guess like so, from your auntie Shauna to you, so what is your message to any kid, any black girl who wants to do this?
Oh.
What is like? I'm not gonna say what is your message to them, but if you were the black girl that was growing up and you didn't know what you wanted to do and this is what you probably want to do, what would you say to yourself? I feel like that's such a generic question. No, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, I would say try different things. Try. Like figure out what you like. Growing up, I did hair. Yeah, I know people probably wouldn't even believe it. Growing up, I did hair. I did people hair in high school not high school. I think it was like middle school, high school for money. And I'm like, okay, I don't like this. Moving on. Okay, moving on. That was my first business, and I didn't even realize that was my first business. Then I did photography in college, which I know some people know.
We about to get into that one because I got something for that. I've done it all.
I did photography in college. And yeah, it was like, y'all get on my nerves. I really don't think I like people and taking pictures of people. I do like people. Let me take that back. I do like people.
You gotta be a people person to do what you do. So.
I like people. It's just like when it comes to like you wanted me to edit yourself, I can't do that. So just try different things. That's like try different things. If you want to try doing eyebrows, do eyebrows. If you want to try doing nails, do nails. If it doesn't go well for you the first time, okay, try something else. Like, or if you figure out you don't like it, okay, try something else. But don't stop like trying to do something you love or something that you might potentially love because that first business didn't work out or that second business didn't work out. Because I'm on my third business now. Is what I'm going to tell you. I'm on my third one. And all millionaires will say like they tried businesses and they failed. Like all millionaires will tell you that. Yeah. They will literally say like, we tried this business and failed, this business and failed, and then we finally got it right on the third business or the fourth business or whatever. So just try. Do not give up. It's not gonna be easy, but it's not a cakewalk at all. But it's rewarding. And if you want to be a millionaire, you can't work for nobody else. You literally cannot work for nobody else. Even doctors aren't millionaires. So, and they're the highest paid. So if you want to be a millionaire, you got to keep trying different stuff that you love. And entrepreneurs, they don't have no cap. They don't have no salary cap. So
sky's the limit.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
So I'm about to actually pull this up because
oh God,
no, you brought up photography. So
what are you doing?
Huh? I have found a couple.
How?
I want you to look through some of these real fast. It was
Jocelyn Sansom. What is this?
Go ahead and just look through a little. I did some digging. I was like, oh, photography.
I hate these. This is.
So what would you say? All right.
How did you find these? This is from college.
Hey, look, don't worry about it.
This is literally from a class. This
is
not even from like stuff that. Wow, I'm about to delete that account.
It's so. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had seen some too where it was like.
How did you find these? 28 views. What?
Hey man, look,
Oh my gosh.
I do my job well.
Is that Lance? Oh my gosh, this is Lance.
So if you were to look at these pictures now,
these are awful.
All right, I was gonna ask you like, how would you think of it now? But you already answered that. So.
I remember I got a C on this project because I couldn't get the I think it's like exposure. No, exposure. Mm-hmm. Is it exposure? Okay, but exposure. It's also something that like speeds up car lights. What is that? It's not. It's shutter speed. There we go. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get my shutter speed right, and he literally gave me such a bad grade. I was like, bro, I kept asking y'all for help. Nobody was helping me. This is like the only one I got right. This is all class projects. I'm deleting. How do you delete this cat?
I don't know. You gotta just figure it out because it's on the internet now, so they never get.
I cannot believe I'm gonna send this in my notes so that Flickr, delete Flickr.
Hey, look, man.
None of y'all go and look for Flickr. Jocelyn saying something. Don't do that. Don't put my whole name on here. Put Jossie. So they can't.
That's what you did. I didn't do that. I was like, yo, let me just. I did a little digging.
These are so bad.
I did a little digging and seeing like.
We literally are in class taking pictures of this thing. Hold on, give me a second. Let me write this down. Cut. It's like, nah, I'm kidding.
I'm crying. No, man. But I feel like it low key, like we talked about this earlier in the first part, was that like everything that you've done, it gets you prepared to where you are now. And
oh my goodness.
Photography, obviously, you didn't think about it at that point in time. You was probably like, I ain't doing this shit no more, man. Like whatever. But it's gotten you to a point where like now you are marketing yourself and your cookies and your classes and your reels and everything else to a point where
I hate her.
You got better. But because of photography, you knew the basics of photography and you were able to take it higher at this level now. So that's another thing where it's
you know what? I never thought anyone would ever see those, like outside of my classmates. And now that you're seeing that years later, what year was that? 2014,
I don't even know. I just found it.
2015, probably. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. I'm telling my age.
I mean, you want me to go at the next one? Or?
No. Yeah, actually, I do want to see so I can delete it.
Well, you can't really delete this. This is more like school records. But I had did some more digging, and you were actually in the track and fields. You want me to tell you the year?
Oh God, yeah.
09.
Track and field. Oh no, you went to high school? Let me see it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Of course I went to high school. Why would I? Wait.
No, you went to my high school to find out.
Oh, no, I didn't. No.
Okay.
Whoa. I ain't that deep. Hey, look, I'm good, but I ain't that good. They will probably kick me out. It's somewhere in here. I gotta find like the actual.
You about to read one of my track records?
Well, no, not really. But it's in here. You can look in here if you want to. But I did do some digging a little bit.
Stalking me.
And meter runs, 09. It was in March.
God.
I can't find your name in here. I found it, but like I gotta like really do some more detail because it's a lot of names.
Let me see it.
You want to see it? All right,
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Pioneer, Detroit.
Track and field, Jocelyn.
Romulus. Yeah, this is high school. I was literally a freshman. And I'm probably down here far. Because I was a freshman. You're a hater.
I'm not. Hey, look, honestly, this is like
How
really
did you
dope.
find this?
This is dope. This shows your character. This shows your personality in a sense of like where you've been to where you are now. And I just want to ask you, did younger Jocelyn, I feel like, well, you always wanted to be in corporate, I feel like, but younger Jocelyn probably wanted to be in corporate. But did younger Jocelyn ever feel like she would be an entrepreneur at where you at right now?
No, never. Younger Jocelyn never knew this. Younger Jocelyn wanted to be a corporate girl. Mm-hmm. Like I wanted to work in marketing for like a major sports team, like professional level.
Track and field.
No.
No,
I can't find myself because I don't think I'm on here. Okay, this is the pole vault. This is long jump. Mm-hmm. This is girls high jump. This is girls 50-meter dash.
What did you do?
The 400.
Take me back.
400. That's why I said I don't see it on here. The 4x8, I didn't do that. The 4x4, I did do that. And we came in second. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I was the last leg. Wow. How did you find this?
You ain't gotta do all. You ain't gotta worry about what I did or how I did it. Just know it's here now, and we addressing it. And I think
I was at Cass Tech. I don't even remember running at Cass Tech.
It's a beautiful thing to be able to go back into your past and like have these as memories and look back on them.
What is this? Oh, 4x2. We came in dead. Because
now she's looking at 4x4s and relay races. She would never thought about this ever again.
We came in dead last in this 4x2. That's crazy. Yeah. Why am I always the fourth leg?
I don't ask your past self that. I don't know.
I mean, I remember being really good for a freshman, but fourth leg, you gotta be, to be the anchor. You
gotta be hit. You gotta be
her.
You
the one.
Yeah. You gotta be her.
Well, we came in last, so I couldn't be too much of the one. So, but yeah, I don't remember running at Cass Tech. It says school at Cass Tech. I don't remember that.
But yeah, man, I think that it's like, it goes back to the memory lane in the sense of like, you look back on all of these things. And
I don't like that. I don't know if you see me eyeballing you. But.
I just think that if somebody had pulled up, I mean, you ain't gonna never find nothing to me. I feel like I'm.
Clearly, my whole life is on the internet.
It's not all on the internet. I just think that it's there. But no, it's one thing I have learned is that once it's on the internet, it ain't never going away. But you can delete it.
Well, records are crazy. School, that's high school. That's my freshman year. So that means you can find 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
It's somewhere in there. I ain't go too deep into it, but I was like, let me just bring this up in there and see. But no, I mean, I feel like that's like, it's important to have those times and like to reflect and like, and know like where your mind was at that point in time and like how different of a perspective you had at that point in time to where you at now. And if I look at March 09, I was a freshman.
About to finish freshman year.
Yeah, I wasn't doing I wasn't in like no sports. Wasn't
Oh,
doing
wow.
that. I wasn't thinking about cooking. Like cooking was like the last thing in my mind. Like,
I was definitely cooking. I was like cooking already. I was already cooking. I started cooking at like 10.
yeah,
but
speaking of, yeah, like you,
I was already cooking, but I never like I did it for because I was hungry, you know, like grilled cheese sandwich, I'm starving. My mom not gonna be here until 7. I'm about to just start this spaghetti, like for the family, like type of thing. So it's not like
it was innate, you feel? Like it was like always in you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I always hung around the kitchen, just to hang around the kitchen.
Yeah, you was hard at
I
young
just
age.
love food so much, like, and food loves me. So, but yeah, no.
I mean,
No.
hey, look, I'm glad the pasta was good, that you liked it, because I mean, it could have been bad, 100%, but like you was hungry, and
I was starving.
when she first came, she was like, "We cooking?" She didn't ask. I was like, "Yeah, we cooking." She was like, "We cooking?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like we like." She thought you about to just come over here and just do cookies. I was like, "No."
Yeah,
like,
I did. I was decorating cookies.
This is what we doing, yo. So like, we got to bless her a little bit, but she also blessed her with her presence, with showing you who you are, cooking, and on this, obviously in this interview. And I feel like a lot of it really comes down to you showing up for yourself, but also showing everybody else that there's a kid right now who probably gonna look at this or even look at the podcast and like, oh, like you gonna look at this and be like, oh, I did these things, but like 10, 15 years later, some kid gonna be like, oh, like your business was booming at this age and you only did it in 3 years or whatever. I can do that too. Yeah. And that's the most important part is like I would say you a trailblazer. I would sit there and say that. I would say you a trailblazer because at the same, cool. Like, I don't think nobody has really been able to. I don't think nobody has been able to like to take the amount of jumps that you've taken in such a small time, but also because you've had the backing and the support of your family, your friends, and you've been able to practice because your auntie bought cookies. Family bought cookies, the birthday parties and things like that. And
they
even
didn't
when
buy them. They were free.
All right, well,
those was test
cookies. You had some.
Nobody wanted to buy those cookies. They look crazy.
I would have bought them just to support you.
That's okay. Let me show you a picture. Go ahead, keep going. I'm gonna find it.
Now we going back into the past. I'm gonna show you
a picture because you're gonna be like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have bought them. You right. I would not have. I'm gonna be nice.
I feel like they would have been cool. But no, I mean, I feel like still though, like that practice got you to where your first account with Bear Rock, and that was also a telling and like learning lesson of like, hey, like I can't do this anymore, or I can't do these things until, or I have to have I want to say a rhythm / like a prepared plan first before I ever do this. They not.
They are. Swipe. Just go either way.
You said swipe?
Yeah, swipe. I think to your left. Go that way.
Is that the continent Africa?
I don't know.
Let me see. That's a unicorn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I shouldn't have showed you.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
He said that's the continent of Africa, and it's a unicorn.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I told you was not gonna want to buy it because you wasn't gonna be able to notice what it was.
But look though, I feel like you did better than I could because my free handwriting is ass. So like you doing really, and this is before the projector, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you was good. You was solid. These look why you? Or this is a video.
That's video.
Was this like? Wait, tell me back. What is like? What you looking for? Was this like good to you?
I don't know what I was doing actually. I can't even tell you, but
the pandas look nice.
You don't have to be nice. It's okay. You don't.
I'm not being nice to be nice.
They look sick. They just look terrible. They look so bad. I wish I could show you some pandas now.
You gotta send us these so we can like let the audience see just like where you came from.
Yeah, let me.
No,
and I did this. I can't breathe. So terrible.
Yeah, That can't. It's like,
okay.
Hey, look.
When they laughing a little too hard.
Who?
Like you're laughing a little too hard, sir.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you up. It's like it's I and then the cant's on the right side, and then the breathe is middle. And it's like, no, the cant is like over here somewhere. I'm like,
I feel like I spelled breathe wrong. That's how bad it looked.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was funny though.
These are terrible.
All right,
and then I'll show you my very first one. I'm gonna send these off. Here. I don't have your number, so.
But
yeah. And then the last one is the first Mario set I've ever done. So yeah, you guys get to see the
Yeah, I got to see
things
that.
I've never shown anyone.
Y'all got to see that for sure. All right, I'm about to try one.
Wait, is this your number? Why is it not?
I was dead.
Is it green?
No, it ain't green. Hey, hold on. You trying me, dog.
It said it's green.
You had this. You just, well, we probably ain't got a connection here. That's probably why. Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah, it is green. You trying to hold me?
I'm sorry.
You grabbed the iPhone earlier. You was like, hey, look.
It was green.
I'm
sorry.
I ain't against somebody who use Android, but like, you know, it's okay to have an Android.
If it's green, it's green, right? It's nothing wrong with Android.
Nothing wrong with Androids.
But it just look a little tacky on the phone.
You just not sending them messages. That's all it is. That's all it is.
All right.
I'm going to try one of these cookies now. Which one you want me to try?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sure they taste the same.
All right. I'm not a sugar person. Well, I'm not a sugar cookie person.
Well, break it in half.
All right. You want to try it too? No, you going to try it, bro.
You like,
break it in half?
It's going to...
It's
too late. Go for it. It's still soft.
It is soft. Damn.
You say you're not a sugar person.
I'm not. Bro, anybody who knows me, I'm speaking on my food. Try me.
1 out of 10, what is it? Like you did me. And be honest.
You want me to Keith Lee you?
Yeah.
All right.
Not Keith Lee me. Lord Jesus. No,
texture-wise, good. I like it. 8.5. As a person that don't like sugar cookies, I fucking hate it. All right, anybody who knows me knows I am not a sweet person at all. I think that if it was ever a sweet that I fuck with the most, cheesecake.
I was about to say peach cobbler.
That too. Cheesecake is like, that's
but he don't like sweets.
That's the go. No, that's the go-to. Like this, like look, cheesecake, you can never go wrong with. Everything else, you can go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go
Big
wrong.
time.
Yeah. You gotta put up cheesecake?
No, I said most time people kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is good though.
Thank
I like
you.
this. All right, bro.
Texture was an 8.
Oh, Keith Lee again. Hold on, let me go.
He didn't say taste. We need to taste, don't we?
My mouth white?
No.
All right, that's good.
It's not. It's not white. You're good. You're good. Oh my goodness.
All right, for real. Solid texture.
You really giving a Keith Lee review.
The taste is really, really good. The look was amazing. You freehand all of these. You pretty much stunned on me without even calling it or even saying anything. It's not too much, not too little. It's just enough sugar. It's really, really good. For a person that I don't fuck with sugar cookies, it's really, really good. I fuck with it.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. I think you got a good cookie because it's still soft. The icing is still soft.
The icing, good. I like it.
Not too sweet.
Not too sweet.
Yeah.
It's like you got a really nice balance going on.
Thank you.
A lot of people be like,
did you taste the lemon?
I did. Okay. At the very top.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Little lemon.
Damn, y'all just had a full review like live. A cookie review.
I know. I really want to get Keith Lee to like review my cookies.
You do that? You want to like these?
Should you have these at your next event?
Bro, shout out to Keith Lee, bro.
Yes, you should.
But no, like that's really.
You know you're from Detroit?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Really dope that he's actually from here.
We love that for you.
We do, bro. We love you. So what's next? I mean, I feel like a vacation.
Huh?
A vacation is next?
For me?
Yeah, for you. You've done a lot in the last few weeks, bro.
Man, okay. We still going. this next week of August, I have a pop-up shop, and then I got a whole bunch of orders. So we back at it tomorrow. I'm back baking.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about my life in the last like few weeks.
Yeah.
And
it's been crazy, but I've been blessed.
Yeah, I've been.
I'm gonna do a lot of pop-up shops this next month, and that's it. I got orders too, but I'm trying to do more pop-up shops to give like more brand awareness to everybody in Detroit versus just like Instagram audience or just people that know me. Like I want all colors and races to know Fortes. So
I feel that.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Half cookie, half amazing. Barbie. Fortes. FOURTAT. Is it two? No, is it two R's or is it two E's?
Messing you up. It's
FOUR
FOUR space TASTE. The website has two R's.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was two E's.
That kind of plays on people's eyes. So it's like 4R taste. .com.
Made me think a little bit. But no, I mean, I think this has really been dope. I actually got the taste of cookie. I've already had the seafood boil because that was amazing years ago.
Thank you.
Man.
Okay.
So I feel like hey, look, if I come back, I'm gonna come to your pop-up or next thing you ever go, or whatever you do, I don't know. And if I got something extravagant, intricate, I'm hollering at Fortes.
Okay.